Hey, what's up guys, it's Tommy here. In today's video, the nutritional video, I want to talk to you a little bit about my own journey, and I just started a new goal with an old coach, and I kind of just want to talk to you a little bit about my own struggles, because nutrition has always been one of my struggles, right? I'm like anyone else. I think people think because I've competed or I'm a trainer or whatever that I'm perfect with my nutrition, and it's like not so. I mean, there's always different levels. You can always be a little better, but I also think you have to leave room for mistakes. You have to leave room for things like this happen, and you have to have realistic expectations in this world, because right now in the social media age, we're having a lot of people that have unrealistic expectations, right? People on social media, myself included, right? I do not put pictures up if I don't feel like I look good. I just don't. So you have this like an image of me and other social media guys looking like super ripped or whatever year round. And yes, we do take care of our bodies. Maybe some of us are a little above average, but a lot of them are genetically gifted, A, B, have the massive time to work out, and C, are enhanced, all right? And a lot of people won't tell you they're enhanced, because when you say you're enhanced, it comes with judgments. And as soon as somebody tells you that they're enhanced, all of a sudden you or someone else thinks that they didn't put in the work, right? That they just like took a pill, took an injection or whatever, and all of a sudden just boom, all these results came. And that could be very, very far from the truth. But still, it allows for people not to be 100% honest with you, right? So it's going to be a very transparent as I possibly can be, video, right? And so right now, my body fat's I'm rocking about 17%. Is that high? No, 17%, 15 to 18% around there is still considered athletic, right? But is it high for me? Yes. It is. And so I have hired a coach. I worked with this coach back when I was in North Carolina, so I know he's good at distance training. I know that he himself has competed in about 8 to 9 different bodybuilding shows and has taken many, many guys pro. And so I wanted to get him as a coach, because I like to leave it in my back pocket that if I want to compete, I can. All right? I don't know if I will be able to, because competing does take a lot of different things. But in this video, I'm going to kind of touch on that a little bit. All right, so I'm going to, off the top of my head, tell you my diet, right? So in the first thing in the morning, I have super greens with celery juice, apples, like a juice, right? Like a cold pressed juice. I have that with some digestive enzymes. Then 20 minutes after that, I actually sit down to have my meal. I have about 70 grams of oatmeal, about 50 grams of blueberries, and then I have 2 whole eggs with 8 egg whites, so 10 eggs. Then after that, I'll have 2 cups of rice, chicken, about 180 grams of chicken, and I'll have some vegetables. After that, I'll have 4 chicken, sweet potato, and vegetables. After that, I'll have fish, right? 2 more cups of rice, vegetables. Then after that, I'll have some more chicken, berberine, and citrus bergamot. Those are things that help my heart and my mood. As you know, I'm very open about this. I do suffer from anxiety. I've been diagnosed with anxiety disorder when I was 18. And so I've had it for quite some time. So it's kind of like and so with this diet, there is a ton of food. A little bit more than I have been eating. I usually don't have any more than about half a cup of rice, so having 2 cups of rice is a lot of food. It is very filling. I've noticed a slight pain in my shoulders and in my chest and in my back and my arms. I haven't really noticed good. So the plan right now, what I'm noticing, I think what my coach is trying to do is he's trying to put some weight on me so that way we come down, right? He'll start cutting my carbs probably in 2 or 3 weeks, depending how my body's doing. It's my birthday month, so we're definitely not going to go too crazy this month because I am going to end up cheating. It's my birthday and I'm allowed. But then after that, we're going to cut it. So with every diet, normally, what I tell every coach that I've been with, I need about a 2 to 3 week grace period, right? Because it's going to take me about 2 to 3 weeks to get everything down packed, to get the timing of my meals packed, to get the timing of my supplements down packed, to figure out like how to cook my food in the most efficient way that I can get all my meals in, how to set up my schedule in the most efficient way, right? Because I do have the privilege of setting up my own schedule. I'm a trainer. And also, because I do not train at my house and I have to go to people's houses or meet them in parks and stuff like that, that's the way I run my business, I have to logistically figure out how I'm going to get those meals, right? Where is a microwave out in the public space, right? If I cannot find a microwave, where is it can I go that I can get my meal at, all right? Because chicken, everybody sells chicken everywhere, all right? Chicken is everywhere. You can find chicken anywhere and everywhere. Rice, pretty much the same thing. Potatoes, pretty much the same thing. And veggies, also pretty much the same thing. All right. But how I set up my life for this, my gym, the gym that I go to, also has a microwave, right? And so I'm usually close to the areas of my gym. I know that in most 7-Elevens, they have a microwave, you know? So I'm thinking about this. Have I been perfect with my diet? No, I just got the sucker. You know, like, people get on meal plans, don't do it for like a day or two, and then they just completely fall off. Like, no, it's not the way it goes. It's not the way it goes. The way it goes is you stick to it, right? You get back on the horse the minute you fall off. You don't get off the horse, it's like, oh, I fell off. No, you get right back on the horse because it does take time, all right? Not to mention that I have been doing things a certain way for a long time. And so because I've been doing those things, it's going to take me a minute to break the habits that I've had, to create new habits, to follow my meal plan in its exact nature and state. And even if my meal plan gets followed, right, 99.9% of the time, sometimes shit happens, all right? Sometimes things happen. Sometimes I oversleep. Sometimes I just don't feel well. I'm like sick that day. Sometimes clients decide to take more time than I'm supposed to give. Sometimes, I don't know, I can't find a microwave, whatever. Like, stuff happens. Again, it's not about being perfect with the diet, it's about progress. So why do I bring this up? Because in my practice of talking to you guys and talking to other people who are about to follow their fitness journey, the very first thing they tell me is that they need help with their diets. Then I'm talking to the person and I'm looking at what they eat, and I was like, no, you don't need help with your diet. Your diet's fine. Like, I'm looking at your diet and you're eating healthy foods, right? You may need time. You may need help with nutrient timing. You may need help with figuring out how to combine foods at certain times of the day. You know, you may need help with that, but you don't necessarily need help with nutrition per se, because you're overcomplicating it. You're thinking that your results are like, you're like, oh my God, I gotta be perfect to get results. No, I would say the one key thing that people have to do to get really good results, to get above average results, is just basically stop cheating. Just stop it completely, all right? Cheat when you really, really have to. So instead of cheating every week, all right, cheat once a month. I will give you a story, anecdotal evidence, right? I knew a client, his name was Charles Mitchell. Charles Mitchell was about 5'6", 160 pounds, the guy that stayed lean most of the time. I had him start tracking his calories and stuff like that because he wanted to be even leaner than what he was, and he did. Charles Mitchell cheats once a month. Now, don't get me wrong. When he finally cheats, it's an epic cheat. It's like epic, like stacks of pancakes. Like, he goes all out, right? But he only does it once a month, and the rest of the time he eats the way he's supposed to eat, right? Why does he do that? Because he's found a way to make his diet or his nutrition plan, right, his way of life, right? So I have been introduced to a new way of life from my coach. Juicing in the morning, big breakfast, big lunches, lots of food, so much food that I really can't cheat on my diet because, well, it's a lot of food and I'm full, And so now I've been introduced to more bodybuilder-ish, like jam the food in type stuff, right? And now my lifestyle is going to change a little bit in order for me to get to these particular goals. So whatever goal you have, if you want to be a lean person, I'll use another example. Jeff Cavalier, right? The guy from Athlete X. Everybody knows that channel. It's a very, very famous and popular YouTube channel. The guy's a physical therapist and a doctor, and he's also a pretty good trainer, and he stays in phenomenal shape, right? That man has a carrot cheesecake or whatever, carrot cake, once a year on his birthday, all right? Because he's so dedicated to his craft, right? So, I am not Jeff Cavalier. I do cheat way more than Jeff Cavalier. I also don't have his genetics, and I'm not trying to look like a skinny mini. But what I'm trying to say is this: get your mind out of the cheat meal. Get your mind out of the, I eat clean all the time. I can just have this one thing. If you really, really, really want to see results on the more extreme, like you want to get down to 10%, that 9%, that 8% of body fat, or even if you don't want to get down so low, but you want to see your body change, and you're tired of being stuck in the same spot, you're going to have to be a little bit more, more straight, right? You're going to have to be a little more resilient. You have to be a little more, it's a little more disciplined, right? But I will tell you this: when you do that, all right, you will not miss the food anymore when you start seeing the results that you want. But we must get away from wanting these results without wanting the sacrifice that comes along with it. And with that, I leave you. You have a great day.